in previous week, I think Dr. Malita did a good lesson to you on Scratch and how to use the basic commands and things as well. So in this session, I thought to develop a game, a simple game, and we will learn some programming stuff or some programming methods while we are developing the game. Okay, guys. Uh, so first of all, yes, there will be some repetitive things in the process. So if someone missed some content in previous session, you can touch those things in this session as well. So I will recap those things and explain it again as well. So guys, this is Scratch environment. I think Dr. Malita introduced you the environment, and he mentioned how to download it or use it with your browser. So if anyone has any question with that, you can raise it so you can do the task while I am teaching. So did you all download Scratch, or do you have any issue with it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. So if anyone has any issue, you can raise it now. Uh, okay, hope everyone have downloaded it. So guys, I will directly start the thing. So as a recap, typically in Scratch, we have an object or a nice little cartoon that we can work with. And the screen is here, and we can use a background as well. So that's the basic, which did by Dr. Malta. So guys, before creating the game, we have to have a plan on what we are doing. So typically when we are doing a programming stuff, first thing and the most important thing we have to do is we have to have a plan. Otherwise, we will not be able to identify the most optimum way to do the task. So guys, first what we have to do is we have to have a plan. In this game, I try to simulate the dinosaur-like thing when you see when the Chrome browser is offline. So I am going to imitate that thing, or simply a jumping game. So that's what I'm going to create today. So first of all, I have to have a background, or in Scratch it says a backdrop or the stage. So first you can go to this choose back. So let me select something nice. Yeah, this will be nice. And then I try to get my object. Yeah, there's a dinosaur. So I will have a dinosaur. And then I will take a crab here, place it here. So guys, what I'm doing is, my game is, my crab goes here to here, from one end of the screen to the other end. And when the crab comes, the dinosaur should jump over the crab. That's my game. And if the crab hit the dinosaur, the game should stop. Basically, same as the game you have seen with the Chrome browser. So that's what I'm going to do in this session. So as an activity, what you can do is you can create your own game. Basically, for this session, let's say it's a jumping game similar as this, but you can change the background, or you can change the object or the enemy, or you can do various things. I will teach the basic. I know that you are much more creative than me, so you can create your own game by yourself. And while the things happening, I will teach the programming concept that you can use not only for this activity, but for the microbit activities that we will hope to continue, or when you are doing advanced programming in your future. So that's what I'm going to do. Uh, first, I will set up my background. So here my dinosaur is in here. And I will make the tab much smaller. So here you can see different parameters that tabs can use. I can make it small by changing the size. Let's say 50, and it is much smaller than the previous tab. Okay, guys. Now my background is okay, complete. Now what I want to do is I want to make my dinosaur jump when I press space. Guys, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So you can do the task while at the same time I'm doing the things. And if you have an issue, you can raise your hand and ask the question. So guys, now what I said was I'm trying to write a program where my dinosaur jumps when I press space. So as Dr. Malka taught, this is the stage where we assemble our program. Okay. So guys, as we did in the previous session, a typical program may contain two events. First one, two components. First one is an event. So the program will trigger the command when that event happens. And it will contain the script where which it will execute. Okay, so someone asked to repeat the task. So this is the task what we are going to do. We will develop a small game. So the game works like this. First, my crab will slide from this end of the screen to the next end, and it will slide multiple times. So when the crab reach to the dinosaur, what I want to do is when I press space, the dinosaur jump over the crab. So a successful jump means one score for the dinosaur. So, but we can learn a lot of things with using this kind of small activity. Are you clear with that? Are you clear with the task?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So similar to the Google Dinosaur game, like
yeah.
is that
Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm going to imitate. Okay.
I've
So
also made something in Scratch like that.
okay,
This
so
year.
we will check on your task when we have some spare times. Okay, I'll give you a time to demonstrate what we have done. Okay, then at the very beginning we have to have a event to trigger. So what event means? A certain activity that that will indicate the program to start a certain component. So here you can see that in our event tab, there will be multiple events. So what we are doing, what we are using often is this when flag clicked. So when this kind of event is there, that means the codes under this event will trigger after we press this flag icon. Likewise, now we want to make our code run when our spacebar is clicked. So I can use when this key pressed event. And then guys, this motion tab have the codes which is related to the icons or the sprite we are using here. And when I drag something here, it will move the sprite. So I want to make the things happen for dinosaur. So I click the dinosaur and I drag when I press key, and then what I want to do is I want to move my dinosaur for y direction. So that means if I take a screen, the screen can a certain point in a screen can be mentioned in xy coordinates. So this line is x line and this line is y line, y. So when I dumping means I want to move the dinosaur according to y direction. So what I use is change y by block. Okay. Then we can change the amount of change. So typically we can use 5 or 10 or anything or any numerical number you want. And when all the things are set up, if I press space, you can see my dinosaur move upward. So this you can see our block is highlighted. So that highlights that thing happens when I press space. Okay, and simultaneously our dinosaur moves up. But guys, I was little disappointed with the move because it's not much artistic. So I can do thing like this. I can repeat the movement of 10 multiple times, so it will looks like an animation. Okay. To do so, I can use this control tab. The control tab contains multiple blocks that we can control our codes. A control means a repeating, you can repeat something or you can give a condition. If this thing happens, that will execute. If this thing happens, that will execute, and if else, this will happen. Likewise, we can control the things. So we already used events and we use motions, and now we are looking at the controls. So what I want to do is I want to repeat a task multiple times. So if I see the controls we have here, we can use the repeat code here. So I want to repeat the thing 10 times. Okay. Then if I press it, you can see our dinosaur jump much higher and in a very smooth way. So in this way, we can have very smooth animation. Okay. Now, even though we wrote the code for jumping up, we have to have an animation to jump or come it back to its original position. So guys, what we can do is we can use the same repeating and change the direction for -10. So when we use +10, it jumps upward, and when we use minus, it comes down. So we will use change y by -10. Okay. So you can see my dinosaur can jump up and it will come down when I press space. So if you want to use another key, you can use this tab and you can modify it, and you can select what is the key you want to use. Default, there will be space, but you can use any other key if you want. And guys, there's another issue. For space side, what we can do is when the game starts, we have to have the dinosaur at our original position. So if you can see, the position of the sprite is given here. So it will be -159, and for x direction, and for y direction, it will be -52. So guys, what I'm going to do is I will go to my events, and when I press this flag button, what I want to do is I want to make my dinosaur at my original position. So that if you go to my motion tab, you can see I have a code which is mentioning go to X and Y. So X means the X position, Y means the Y position to use. So it's very easy to use in Scratch, because when you move the sprite here and there, the coordinates which is mentioning in the code also change. So I move my dinosaur for my original position, and I drag it here and set it to this event, where the event which trigger when I click the flag. Okay, now my animation related to my dinosaur is completed. So if I press flag, it will be in its original position. If I press space, it can jump up and down. So guys, I will give you a couple of minutes. You can create your own stage, and you can put your own object, and let's see, you can do the task what I taught you with your stage. Can you please? Okay, I will give you a couple of minutes. Please try it. Do you guys have any question with what I did? If you have anything, you can ask now. So if someone has something to show, you can raise hands, then we can see what you have created. Guys, can you share the things you have created? Or if you have an issue, you can ask me now. Guys, are you clear with what I taught?
Yes, sir.
Guys, okay. So I'm waiting for someone to share your screen and show me what you have created. Okay, can somebody show us what we have created? කාට හරි පුළුවන්ද පෙන්වන්න?
Sir, මම හැදුවා ඒක jump වෙනවා.
අපි බලමුද? Mindy,
Okay,
can students share the screens?
Sir,
Sir, I can't see the screen, but I can show the camera.
Okay.
so they can share their screen. So I'm not sure that while you're sharing your screen, that will
Okay.
the other people.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Pata, can we see what you have created?
Sir, can you see?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. Wait a second. Okay. Can you show us? Nice. Okay. Any other student? So can someone else show it?
I can.
Okay.
So
Let's
give
see.
us 5 more minutes.
Okay. Okay. You can have some more time. There's no issue.
Sir, can you see?
Yeah, I can see it. Okay, nice. So I will give some 5-4 minutes and let's check someone else's screen and then we will continue. Okay. Okay, Buddha,
Excuse me,
can
sir.
you?
Can
Yeah.
you tell where the jump control is?
Okay. Can you? Okay, someone is showing their thing. Okay.
I
also
made one.
So the person who was sharing the screen, can you jump the answer? Okay, nice. Let's give the chance for someone else. Nice.
Sir, can you tell where the jump command is?
Okay, I'll show you. Let me share my screen.
I share mine?
Wait a second, Putha. I will answer the question and then I will give chance to share your screen. Okay. Actually, Putha, there is no such jump command. So what we are going to do is we will change the position of the dinosaur. Okay. Did you get it? So
Yes,
what we are
sir,
going to
thank
do
you.
is we ask the sprite to change its position. So once the position is changed accordingly, we can see it as a jump. So to change
Yes,
the
sir.
position, what we are doing is we use the command change y by. Here, you can see it when you go to the motions. In the down below, you can see the command change y by. So as I mentioned, why is this
Sir, can I share my screen?
run the storm? Okay. Did you had your answer to your question?
Share screen again.
Okay. Uh, then shall we move to the next part of our activity?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, Buddha.
Before
Now
you
what?
did, I
Oh,
made the whole
yes.
game, but I am unable to show it right now because I am not logged in from my computer. So
What did you say?
sir, previously I made the whole game in my computer from scratch.
Okay.
But right now I'm unable to show it because I'm
Uh-huh.
logged in from another device.
Okay.
I'll show you some other time.
Okay. We'll see it, huh?
Yeah, okay.
And you can share it, I think.
The full program, sir.
Okay. Can you share it?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see it.
Sir, can you see it?
Yeah. Nice. So you did all the things, isn't it? Nice.
Sir, can
Okay.
I show mine?
Yeah, we'll see.
Sir, can you hear the sound?
No, but I didn't hear. Can you play it again?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Nice. Okay, fine. So
Sir,
shall
can
we
I show?
continue? Yeah, yeah, you can. Sure.
Okay, thank you. Sir, can you see my screen?
Yeah. Can you play?
Okay, sir.
Nice. Nice. Nice, Vruta. So because we have a
Excuse
limited
me,
time. Yeah.
is there a way like if I move one sprite,
Yes.
from that clip, can I move another sprite after the sprite, after the first sprite has moved? Is that
Okay.
possible?
Nice question. We can sync the movements and things with the broadcast message here. So I will show you how it will happen. Okay. Eventually we will come to that position. And it's nice question, and I will show you a way that we can do it. Okay. So because we have a very limited time, I'll go to our next task, and then we will come back to your games as well. So we did all the things necessary for our dinosaur. Now what we have to do is we have to move our finish the activity. Okay, I'll do it for the people who are still waiting. So what I'm going to do is now I am working with my trap. What I want to do is I want to move my trap from this position to this position. Okay. So I want it to happen when I press this flag. So I go to my events, so where my events are happy there, and then I take when I like event, and at the very beginning, my track should be at this place, the far end of the screen. So as I mentioned, I go to XY and I can place it here. Then what I want to do is I want to move my trap from this end to this end, and one thing I can use is I can use this move command, and rather than using it, there's a command called glide. Much easy to use this glide command. So what I want is I want to glide the crab from this end to this position. So when I put it here, my glide command will use it. I can use this glide command here. Okay, you can see my crab can move from this can glide from this end of the screen to the other end. Okay. I will make my crab little downwards. First, I want to take my crab to this position. I use go to XY, and then I want it to glide here, and I can sorry. I want it to glide to this position. Okay. Now when I press it, the crab can fly, and when I press space, my dinosaur can jump as well. Okay. Then
So can we change the jumping speed?
yes, you can use multiple methods to change the jumping speed. So if I click my dinosaur, here, what happens is when I press space, the y direction will change with 10 units, and it will repeat 10 times. So obviously, what we can do is we can use a wait command between a single repetition. So let us use. Okay, it's much slower instead of that. I can use. Likewise, we can use a wait command to make it small. I think it's not very smooth according to the way we used to jump it, but you can either use glide command, and we in the glide we can have seconds to make the glide happen. So here the glide happened with 1 second. If I use 2 or 3, the animation will be much slower. Likewise, if you use glide command instead of this go to command in the dinosaur, you can make it much slower, or otherwise you can use a wait command between each iteration. So it will make it animated with a simple wait. That will make the animation much slower. Okay, did you get it? Now, okay. Now my crab is moving. What I want to do is I want to do the task multiple times, multiple repetitive times. So guys, to make something repeat or a control statement. So if I go here, I can see multiple control statements. I take another control statement. So once we use this forever, the command in the middle will iterate multiple times or infinite times. So what I'm going to do is I will put it here between, I will put the go to X, Y command and the glide command in the middle of a forever block, which means a repetitive block. So again, when I press, my crabs move multiple or infinite times again and again. So that's how a repetitive block or loop works. So typically in programming, we call this kind of control blocks the loops. The loop can loop multiple times or multiple different times or infinite times, and it is according to our purpose. Okay. Okay. So that's how we can move our cards multiple times. And I will teach you about another control statement. So you know about wait from what I did in previously, and you did use repeat in the previous session, and you use forever with this command, and you used what's called if else command in your previous activity. And now we can use wait until. This wait until is a command where we can use to wait until some event has happened. Okay, so the things should be wait from the beginning, from the from the event where I click my flag, so I can use this command here, and then I should give a condition to where the things happen. So guys, typically in Scratch, this diamond shape, that diamond-like shape, or what we call the alvocate heading, is used to represent the conditional thing. So if condition is true, this will be happen. Okay. So guys, here I use this new tab called sensing. So the sensing is the tab where we can have we can sense the things happen in the stage. So I'll use this touching command, and I can perfectly fit it into this wait time until. And what I want is I want my crab or the currently selected sprite to touch the dinosaur 4, which is this dinosaur. Okay. Then what I want is when my dinosaur is touched with the crab, I want to stop all the things. So guys, there should be a command called stop all. Let's find out. Where is it?
සේතනයි කමාන්ඩ් එක යූස් කරන්නත් පුළුවන් නේද?
No, but actually, this is what happened. It's a very nice question when you come up to the programming. So if we use something like if වගේ පාවිච්චි කරත් එහෙම දැන් if command එක දැන් අපි මෙයා මෙතන අපි හිතමු if command එකක් use කරා කියලා. Okay, if we use the if command here and use the touching sense here, or touching block here, what happen is at the very beginning we click the flag, it will check whether our dinosaur is touched with the crab, and if something is true when the if command, it will execute the inner part, otherwise it will go to the next part. Okay, so what happened is if you use the if block here, at the very beginning we click the go button, it will check, and because the crab is as a false, and execute the command, and then it will neglect all the things. But if we use wait until command, it will repeat and wait again and again and again and check again and again and again whether the crab is touching, or if not, again it will check whether the crab is touching now, and then if not, again it will touch, and it will wait until the thing is happened. Okay, did you get it?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's the power of the loops. So we use the loops to do the iterative task, and if you use wait until like command, wait until like statement, it will wait until it will lock itself until that event happened, and it will check again and again and again until the condition is satisfied. Okay. Now let's check whether our things are working well. Okay, everything stops when I press when the crab hits the dinosaur. I can't jump over it. I will make my crab much smaller. And I will make my dinosaur jump much higher.
එතන ක්‍රැබ්ගේ ස්පීඩ් එක අඩු කරන්න විදිහක් වෙනවද?
Yeah, I'll show you. Okay, now my dinosaur can jump. So if you want to make the crab much slower, you can use this parameters given the glide command. So the glide command එකේ තියෙන්නේ මේ seconds ගානක් දෙන්න තියෙන්නේ. ඒ seconds ගාන දෙන්නේ crab මෙතන ඉඳලා මෙතෙන්ට යන්න ඕනේ කොච්චරක් seconds ගානකින්ද කියලා. ඒකට අපි seconds 3ක් දුන්නොත් එයා ඒ දුර යන්න තප්පර 3ක වෙලාවක් ගන්නවා. ඒ කියන්නේ එයා ගොඩක් slow තමයි යන්නේ. මේ බලන්න. දැන් එයා slow. මම තව ටිකක් slow කරලා පෙන්නනවා ඔයාලට. විපහක් දම්. හරි. පේනව නේද?
ඒක ස්පීඩ් අප් කරන්න පුළුවන්ද?
පුළුවන්. එතකොට අපි මේ seconds ගාන අපි අඩු කරොත් එහෙම මම කියන්නේ එකක් දුන්නොත් දැකද? crab speed එකකින් යනවා. So we can make it much speeder by you can by giving some
ඩෙසිමල්
much smaller values instead of decimals like here. Okay. අපි තප්පර වලින් දශම ගණන් වලට ගියාම අපිට crab much speed කරන්න පුළුවන්. තේරුණානේ? Let's point 1 second. It is much speeder. Okay, did you get it?
yes sir, thank you.
Okay. For the time being, I'll use 2. So you learn a new thing on wait until loop. Okay. Now. Now what we can do?
Excuse me, sir.
Okay. Okay, bro. What do you do?
Sir, wait until touching dinosaur 4 කියලා එකේ dinosaur 4 කෙනෙක් ගත්ත හැටි මට ආයේ කියලා දෙන්න පුළුවන්ද?
Okay, පුළුවන්. මෙතන මේ ඩයිනසෝර් අපි ඉන්නවා නේද? එයාගේ මේ ස්ප්‍රයිට් එකේ මේ නමක් දීලා තියෙනවා නේද මේ ඩයිනසෝර් 4 කියලා. අන්න ඒක තමයි අපි එතෙන්ට දීලා තියෙන්නේ. තේරුණා නේද? ඒ කියන්නේ මේ ක්‍රැබ් අපිට හිට වෙන්න ඕනේ මේ ඩයිනසෝර් වෙනේ. හරිනේ? එතකොට අපි මේ ඩයිනසෝර්ට මේ නමක් දීලා තියෙනවා මෙතන ස්ප්‍රයිට් එකේ ඩයිනසෝර් 4. So that's the name which we have given here. So to take it, we can go to this sensing part, and here there is a command called touching. Okay, so first you have to use the control statement wait until, drag it here, and you can combine the block which is taking here the sensing block, and you can put it here, and then you can use this small arrow here, and you can select the object that you want to detect the touching. So here it
Thank
will
you,
be
sir.
either mouse pointer, edge, or dinosaur. Okay, that's the things. That's how the things happen.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Sir, how to score if the dinosaur jump over the crab?
Okay. Do you want to have a score? Right? Then, to have a score, we have to have a variable. Okay. The variable you can imagine a variable as a jar or something. So if you want to put something, what you can do is you can have a jar. In your kitchen, you have multiple jars for putting some sugar, salt, like that. So in the game, we will consider our values as something we can store, and to store the things, we need a container. And a variable acts as a container. So you want to store the score, and you will change it when the dinosaur jumped over the crab. So that's we will take variable, and I can give a name to variable. So I can give score. Okay. Then what I can do is I want to make the score 0 at the very beginning. So we can go somewhere here, and I can use the command set variable. So it will set a value to the variable, and I can make it 0 at the very beginning. So my score will be 0 at the very beginning. Okay. Then what I want to do is I want to add a value to my score when I successfully jumped over the tab. So a successful jump means when I press the dinosaur, you can see our command to jump, or the script to jump the dinosaur. And if we successfully execute all these blocks, that will be a successful jump. So if I did a successful jump, what I do is I will change my variable by 1. And instead of my variable, I want to have a score here. Okay, now I can play it. And you can see my score will increase. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I will read something else as well. Okay, but if you use this text, you can use this change by 1 command. So it's totally fine. You can use it. But when you are going to some advanced programming in your future, obviously you will have to use those stuff. And I know you will be much skillful programmers than ourselves. And you have to use some standard way as well. So in typical programs, what we do is we will take our original score and add 1 to it. So if we take our original score, it will be 0, and what we're going to do is we will add 1 to it. So in that kind of operations, we have to use this operator tabs, and there is a tab, there's a set of blocks which represent adding, subtraction, multiplication, and division here. So typically we call them mathematical operators. So what we are doing is we can put 2 values to these 2 places, and we can get a result from it. Okay. So that what I can do is, instead of change scope command, I can go to variable and we can set the variable. So instead of changing, we can completely set the value. So I want to set my variables, and then I can simply drag and drop the blocks here. And first, I take my score and my score to here, and then I can add 1 to it. So what happens is, first it will look at on the mathematical operator, and it take my score or available score and add 1 to it, and then it will set as the new score. Okay. This is something we typically use with the programming. So it will be very useful for you to be practiced with this kind of steps. So if you are confused, there's no issue at all when you are using the change variable command as well. Okay, that's one thing I want to talk to. And I go here, my dinosaur can jump, and if I hit, if the crab hits or touch the dinosaur, the game will stop. And I won't then. If you have an issue, you can ask. I will give a few minutes, and then we will check on some new commands as well. So I taught you a couple of new things to use wait until, and I taught you how to a secondary way to change your variables like this. So I will give 2 or 3 minutes. If you have an issue, you can raise your hand or raise your question. We can answer it, and then we will go to another part of new thing to learn about broadcasting messages. Okay. Do you have any issues?
Excuse me, sir. Can you go to the dinosaur fit again?
Okay.
සර් මේ ඩයිනසෝර් ජම්ප් වුණාම හිටපු තැනටම ආයේ මේ වැටෙන්න සර් මේ කරන්න බැරිද?
හිටපු තැනට වෙන්නේ කියලා පුතා මට තේරුන්නේ නැහැ ඒක.
yes සර් දැන් ඔය ඉන්න තැනටම ආපහු මේ ප්ලේස් වෙන්න. ඔය දැන් ඉන්න ප්ලේස් එකටම
Okay. Okay. ඒක දැන්ටත් කොහොමත් එහෙම වෙන්නේ. ඔයා බලන්න මේ ජම්ප් කරාම ආපහු එතෙන්ට වෙන්නේ. So ඒක වැඩ
සර් මගේ එකේ උඩට දෙනවා.
Okay. I'll show you what happened. Here, Puta, when I using the jump command, I have used 2 commands. Okay. First, there is when I press space, the dinosaur jump up. Okay. So that will be this part. You will use change by Y command, and it will be repeated 20 times. Again, Puta, then I have used change by Y command, and instead of this 10, I have used -10. So with the -10, what happened is, so simply if I use +10, මම ධන 10 use කරනවා නම් ඒ කියන්නේ ධන පැත්තට, ඒ කියන්නේ උඩ පැත්තට. හරි? මම ඍණ 10 use කරනවා නම් ඒ කියන්නේ මම පල්ලෙහා පැත්තට. එතකොට මම 10ක් උඩට ගිහිල්ලා 10ක් පල්ලෙහාට ආපුවම ඒක හරියට එන්නේ ඊට පැත්තටම කරනවා නේද?
ක්‍රැබ් ෆොරෙවර් රන් වෙන්න හදන්නේ කොහොමද? ඒ කියන්නේ එජ් එකකදී බවුන්ස් වෙන්නේ නැතුව ඉන්නේ.
මෙතනදී මම කරලා තියෙන්නේ අපි යූස් කරලා දෙනවා forever command එක. හරි? මම glide කරලා දෙනවා මේ පැත්තෙන් ඉඳන් මේ පැත්තට. හරි? ඊට පස්සේ glide එකත් එක්ක go to x command එක ඊට උඩින් පාවිච්චි කරලා දෙනවා. එතකොට වෙන්නේ දැන් මේ forever loop එක ඇතුලේ මේක හැම වෙලේම run වෙවි කියනවානේ. එතකොට එයා කරන්නේ ඉස්සලා මෙතෙන්ට යනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ go to x command එක. එතකොට එයා යනවා මේ edge එකට. ඊට පස්සේ glide වෙලා යනවා මෙතෙන්ට. Okay? Then මෙයා glide වෙලා ඉන්නාම දැන් මේ අපි ගාව තියෙන forever command එකක් නේ. එතකොට එයා ආපහු යනවා මේ forever command එකේ ඇතුලේ තියෙන මුල් තැනට. එතකොට ඒකෙන් කියන්නේ ආයෙ මෙතෙන්ට එන්න කියලා. එහෙම තමයි එයා infinite run වෙන්නේ. තේරුණා නේද? තේරුණාද? Okay. Then අපි යන් ඊළඟ පාර්ට් එකට. ඊළඟට
මම හදපු ගේම් එකේ ඒ අර ක්‍රැබ් යන ඩිරෙක්ෂන් එක එක ඩිරෙක්ෂන් වලට යන්නේ එක පැත්තකට යන්නේ.
Okay. So what happened is instead of using this slide x and y command, you had used this glide to random position command. So if I replace it with random position, what happened is instead of this given position, the tab will move to a random position. Okay, like here. So what you can do is instead of using this random xy command, random position command, you can simply go here and use this fly to XY command. So it will fly to this XY position. Okay. That's the
Okay.
fix. Okay. Then next, what I want to use is I want to send a message. When the cat hits the dinosaur, I want to have a effect on the other dinosaur. So that's the answer. That will be the answer for the question you had asked. කලින් මගෙන් ඇහුවේ දැන් එක event එකක් වුණාම අපි කොහොමද අනිත් sprite ගේ වැඩ කරවන්නේ? Okay. So here then if you see my stage or my code, you can see the fencing will be happen with the crab. So I want to do is when the crab hits with the dinosaur has to say something. So I have to link the action happen with the crab with the dinosaur. To do so, I have option or event here, which is okay, broadcast. So I can simply drag and drop it here. The broadcast means once the event happened, it will send a message to every sprite in the stage. Okay, I can change the message and give a new message. I may say broadcast as over. Okay, so if I will broadcast that game is over, and then I will stop the command. Okay. Then I press dinosaur, so I did all the things. I did all the things with the crab, and now I want to take or make an effect in the dinosaur when I execute this set of commands. So here it contains our broadcast message, and I can get the broadcast message from the end of the dinosaur. Now I click the dinosaur, and there will be an event where our broadcast message is received. So here there's an event called when I receive. So if I use when I receive, that means it will listen for the entire program, and if there is a broadcast message, it can detect it. So if I receive over, which means the message which will be sent from here, and I want my dinosaur to say something. Let's say oops, for 2 seconds. Okay. Okay, now I can jump over. Nice. That's how we can send some message from one sprite to another sprite. You can use the command broadcast, and to receive the message, you can use the command what's called when I receive. Okay. Then that's all the things that we have to necessarily we have to develop the game. And I'd like to show you some other things as well, which you will use in your future programming. That will be I want to show you the effect of this repeat until command access. So the repeat until command is a command where we can use to repeat something, something happens. So repeat the things until the condition is true. So let's say we have to have a game where there will be only 10 jumps. Okay. So typically what you can do is you can use this instead of repeat forever, you can use this repeat and repeat command with a numerical number. So it will jump only certain amount of time, certain amount of jumps, and the tab will repeat only certain amount of times. The tab comes only 10 times. Okay, likewise, it will jump, let's say it is 2. Okay, after 2 attempts, 2 slides, it will stop because we have used 2 here. So I think you are familiar with this repeat command, repeat block, because Dr. Malika was clearly taught you about the repeat. So I will taught you another way that we can use a repeated statement with using repeat until command. So to do so, I want to have a variable which can count the jumps. Okay, so I will use a command which will jump, and basically because we count one jump as a one score, it will be similar to score, and same as the score, I can use change my jump by 1 when I jump a single time. Okay, so if I run, the jump will be increased same as score. So what I did here is I used a simple variable called jump, and at the very beginning I will make my jump.
I can't hear you properly.
Okay, so what I was trying to do is I will limit my jumps to 10 to demonstrate how to use repeat until command, okay, repeat until block. So guys, I used a variable called jump, and it will increase by 1 when I jump once. Okay. Okay. I will set my jumps also 0 when at the very beginning. So because of the reason we count one score for one jump, the jump variable and the score variable will be similar. So this is only for demonstration. So if I press 1, press space, and when the something has happened. Okay. Okay, when I press space, so when I jump, the jump variable also increase accordingly. So I want to limit my jumps to say 5 times. I can use the control block, which is repeat until, and there should be a statement where the repeat until should be satisfied. So here, if I go to my operators, there is the operator here, which will give a conditional value. So let's take it and put it here. And what I want to do is I want to set my jumps K2. So guys, what happened here is I will repeat until my jumps is larger than 2. So instead of using jump from here, I go here, and actually what will happen here is the crab will slide set of times, and I want to increase the jump variable from here. So I will use change jumps by 1. Okay. This is another type of loop that we can use. So what's happening here is we can use the repeat until command, and it will repeat until certain condition is true. So here what I used is until jumps is larger than 2, this will works. And then here until the condition is satisfied, this commands will be executed, and meanwhile the jump variable will be increased by 1 by a single glide of the crab. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙතන මම repeat until කියන එක පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒක මෙන්න මේ condition එක true වෙනකම් වැඩ කරනවා. එතකොට මෙතන ඒ අතරතුර repeat වෙන command තුන තමයි මේ go to xy, glide xy command එක. ඒක ඔකට කලින් දන්නවා. ඊළඟට අපි මෙතන jump එකත් එක repetition එකදී වැඩි කරනවා. එතකොට බලන්න වෙන දේ. Okay. දෙකක් ගිහිල්ලා නැවතුණා. මම මෙතන තුන කරොත් තුනක් ගිහිල්ලා නවතිනවා. So this kind of statements are very common in ordinary programming. So if you need to understand it properly, so don't mind it, because you can use this repeat about a certain time command is also a repeat block is also available. But instead of using the repeat block, we can use a structure like this. So this structure works like this. You can use a repeat until block, and you can use a condition where your variable is tested with a certain mathematical expression, and you can change the variable inside the loop. So that's a certain type of block that we will use very often with the programming. But for this game, we will use forever loop, so that will make our game run forever, or the cat will glide forever. So I use this part to demonstrate you about how to use repeat until command, and in your activities you can use it and develop much intelligent games and much activities with the game. Okay, so I can run. My game is working fine. Okay, so now we have created a game and it's working fine. So if you have developed something, you can show it. So if you have any issue, you can ask me
Excuse
now.
me, sir, can you
Yes.
go to the dinosaur for sprint again?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Is it okay? Okay. Meanwhile, others don't think. You can have any question, you can ask. Then after a couple of minutes, let's check on your activities. And someone has messaged me, you have a unique scratch. Create a unique scratch. Yes. After 5 more minutes, you can show it. If I stop my screen sharing, others will not be able to see the code blocks. So I will take 5 minutes and then we will check on your activities as well. I think you have created very nice things more than me, and we will check about those things. Okay, then I will give you some time to create your own game.
Excuse me, sir.
ඔබදා කියන්න.
කොහොමද ඔයාගේ character start කරද්දිම අර එයා first image එකට වෙන තැනකට දාන්නේ?
Sorry මට හුන්න එක.
sir
start කරද්දිම
ඒක start කරද්දිම character නිකන් specific තැනකට දාලා තියෙන කොහොමද?
Okay. We'll show you. So here ඒ කියන්නේ අපි ගේම් එක start කරනවා කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ බටන් එක press කරනවානේ. එතකොට අපිට ඒ event එක ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකලා මගේ දැන් condition එක එහෙමයි. program එක ලියද්දී අපි කරන්නේ අපිට වෙන්න ඕනේ මොකක්ද කියලා හිතා ගන්නවා. පළවෙනිටම අපිට ඕනේ අපේ මේ green flag එක click කරද්දී මගේ character එක specific තැනකට තියන්න. එතකොට මම දන්නවා ඒකට අදාළ codes දෙක. මොකක්ද? මම දන්නවා මගේ event එක මොකක්ද කියලා. මගේ event එක තමයි මේ flag එක click කරන එක. එතකොට මම ගාව event එකක් තියෙනවා when flag is clicked. Then I have a separate command to move an object to a certain position, which is go to X and Y. And I know the exact position where my character should be there at the very beginning. So what I can combine is I can combine this when flag is clicked button and this go to XY button. So if this kind of combination is available, your character will be at a certain position at the very beginning of the program. So
Okay,
if
thank
I
you, sir.
if I go to my blocks, there will be couple of positions where we have that kind of combination. For example, for the dinosaur, I have used the same combination here. So at the very beginning, I press this flag, my dinosaur will be my defined position. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if someone has finished with your task, you can share with us. So if someone has something to share, you can show it to us.
So can you see?
Okay, we can see it. Can you play it?
Yeah, so okay.
Okay, excellent. Very nice, Buddha. Can you
Sir,
add
can you see
score?
my one?
Wait, we will see it. Can you add some score as well, Buddha, for the previous one? Shall we add some score, something with variables as well? Just a suggestion. Very nice thing.
Okay, so I'll add.
Okay, nice. And the next one, can we see it?
So I stopped share screening, so the other participant can share.
Yeah, I have stopped sharing my screen. I think you will be able to share screen. Okay, I can see it. Nice. Very nice. Nice, Buddha. Okay. Others? What
Can
about
you see
others?
my one?
Okay, we'll see.
Sir, I can't share screen. I can show in my
Uh,
video.
Okay, you can show it with your video. Okay, I can see your video. Can you play it? Nice. Very nice. Okay.
So we
Others?
can't pin him.
Sorry?
So we can't pin him.
I couldn't hear Buddha. Okay, now we can see clearly. Uh, let's check on some others as well. We will wait a couple of seconds and check others games as well. So if someone has any questions with the things we did today, you can ask that also. I will answer to you. And someone asked how to convert this game to app. So far, I'm confused whether there is a way to convert the game into app. So if someone know the way, please, if you can share it, you can share with us. Otherwise, I will check if there is a way to convert the game or the such
Sir,
thing into
clip
app.
blocking කරන්න නේද?
Sorry.
Sir, clip block එකනුත් කරන්න පුළුවන් නේද?
I didn't use it. So if there's a way, you can share it with us. Is there a way to do so? අපිට එහෙම කරන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රමයක් තියෙනවද?
සර් මයික්‍රොබිට් එකෙන් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑමින් කරන්නේ අර ඇප්ස් එහෙම නෙවෙයි නේද?
නෑ පුතා මයික්‍රෝබිට් එක අපිට මේ පොඩි හાર્ඩ්වෙයාර් කම්පොනන්ට් එකක් තියෙනවා. හරිද? ඒකේ අපිට පුළුවන් ඒකේ පොඩි ලයිට්ස් ටිකක් ස්විච් ටිකක් එහෙම තියෙනවා.
සර් ආඩිනෝ වගේ නේද ඒකත් අර
හරි. ඔව් අන්න ඒ වගේ තමයි. එතකොට දැන් අපි ආඩිනෝ එකට LEDs එහෙම හයි කරන්න ඕනේ මේකේ. ඒකම ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා. එතකොට අපිට පුළුවන් ඒක ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් කරන්න මේ ස්ක්‍රැච් වගේම ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් කරන්න පුළුවන් මං හිතන්නේ. අපි ඒක next week මං හිතන්නේ අපි කරන්න පුළුවන් ඒ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අපි බලමු. මේ එකත් same තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට එකක් පුළුවන් ඔයාලට මයික්‍රෝබිට් ඒ device එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් අපිට ඒක ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් කරලා පාවිච්චි කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒකේ මේ simulate කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. We have a simulation.
සිමියුලේට් කරන ඒ software එක මම download කරගත්තා.
Nice. So you can try some commands. There will be some nice tutorials, very easy tutorials in the internet as well. But you can try by your own as well. We have learned some programming techniques, so you can try the programming techniques with the microbit as well. Okay, very nice. Okay. Is there anyone to share your game? So if someone is there to share their game, I'm waiting. Or if you have any issue, you can ask.
සර් මේ IDE එක නේද?
Yeah, you can use that Microsoft Make code. Okay. Meanwhile, others doing the things, I will show you some technique as well. So I will share my screen and I will show you some other technical thing which we use in programming. Okay, that is we can use something called nested if else command. So it's something like this. So in the previous day you learned about what's called if else commands or if conditions. So if I use if command here, where I receive a message and what I want to do is if my score is greater than 0 or if I at least have some score, I'll say good, otherwise I'll say try again. So what I'm going to do is I have used if else block and it will execute with my broadcast. A message is received, the broadcast message will send when my crab hits the dinosaur. So then at that position I use this conditional statement and use it here, and I want to test my score, and if my score is greater than 0, I'll say good, otherwise I'll say try again. Okay, let's check. So because my score is 0, it says try again. If my score is greater than 0, it will say good. Okay, now assume we have a situation where even my score is greater than 0. I will check if my score is greater than 0, then I will check whether my score is greater than 2 or not. and if my score is more than greater than 2, I have to say excellent. Otherwise, I will say just good. So what I can do is I can put a secondary if else inside the available if else command. So I'll put another if else condition, and I'll use the same condition and score, and if my score is greater than 2, I'll say excellent, or if it's not, I'll say good. So let me use it. Let me send it to 3 and okay. Okay, if it is greater than 3, it will say likewise. If it is smaller than 3, it will say good, because it satisfy both of these conditions. First, it will check whether my score is greater than 0. Then it will go here if it is greater than 0, and it will check again whether my score is greater than 3. If it is greater than 3, it will say excellent. Otherwise, it will say good. So let's check whether what will happen if my score is smaller than 0 or equal to 0. That if that kind of situation happen, it will say try again, because the condition is not satisfied, because my score is not greater than 0. So likewise, in programming, you can use a condition inside a primary condition. So in that kind of situation, so that kind of code structure, we will say nested if else. So it will be a combination, one inside another. So that's a common structure that we use with programming. So if when you go and use some standard programming languages like C, C++, Java, Python, very often intelligent games, so much complex games using your own skills. Okay, that's one thing we can use. So again, if you have something to share, I'm waiting for you. If you have any issue, you can ask, or you can put it into the chat, and then I will answer to your questions. Or you can share your task as well.
Excuse me, sir.
සර් මේ
Yes.
course එක exam එක අසරක් තියෙනවද? exam එක තියෙන දවසවල?
I think you has asked it from India.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I have a game. Shall I show you? Can I show you?
Yeah, you can show it. Okay. Can you play it for us? Nice.
That's the game, sir.
Very nice. So you guys are very creative, and let's check on other games as well.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I will share my screen for the people who are still doing the task. If you have anything to show me, please tell me. Then I will stop sharing and give you the chance to share your screen. Okay. Are we all good with the things we learned today? We learned a couple of new things with the new loop structure, which is wait until and repeat until, and we learned about how to use repeat until with a condition, and we learn about how to broadcast a message, and we learn about new events, and even we learn about the nested if else command as well. Even these control statements, the repetitive control statements or loops also can be nested. So you can run a loop inside a loop as well. Okay, we are in the last couple of minutes of the session. So if you have any final questions, you can ask. So you have only a few minutes to share if you have something to share with us. So as it's about 6 o'clock, if you don't have any issue, shall we wind up the session? Are we all good with what we have learned today? Guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
nice. So shall we wind up? And thank you very much for your participation.